Good morning, students. Today we will be continuing with the second chapters, part 2, Water, Natural Vegetation and Wildlife. Water is one of the important renewable natural resource. We know that 3/4 of Earth's surface is surrounded by water. Solely, Earth is called a water planet. Though water is covered by 3/4 of Earth's surface, nearly 70% of water is in the form of ice sheets and in glaciers in Antarctica, Greenland, and mountain regions. Due to their locality, they are not available to us or they are inaccessible. Only 1% of fresh water is available and fit for human use, which is found as groundwater, as surface water in rivers and lakes. So, fresh water is the most precious substance on the earth. Neither we can add water or we can subtract from the earth. The total volume of water remains same. Always water is on a constant motion, cycling through the ocean, the air, the land and back to earth. Through the process of evaporation, precipitation and runoff. This already we learned in the last year water cycle. We use a huge amount of water, not only for drinking, for washing, as well as in the process of production of agriculture, industries, for generating electricity. Either we use also we keep water, reserve water through water reservoirs or dams. Because of the increased population, always the demand for water also increases. There is scarcity, we can say. There are so much problems in the fresh water availability. Water is being polluted by throwing waste materials. In dry areas, there is a lot of water problems like drinking water. See the pathetic condition. One is forced to drink a dirty water because no other water is available. Here person is collecting water, drinking water. It's a dry area and ocean water is not good for drinking also. So we need to think about conserving the water, conservation of the water. Each drop is valuable. We should think about the methods how we can protect the water. Not only in our country, there are many countries which are facing water problems. Most of the Africa, West Asia, South Asia, part of Western USA. These are some of the countries which are facing water problems. We can conserve the water resources in different ways. Like one way is rainwater harvesting. Whenever rain comes, instead of the running of instead of allowing the water to run off, if we do rain harvesting, that water we could collect and we can use it. Also, we can also, instead of allowing the water to run off, we can also let it go in the land itself, the same land where it is. While doing the cultivation, instead of simply letting the pipe open, we can have methods like a drip method, so that with a sprinkler, drip method, or with a sprinkler, if you use the water, runoff water will be less. So every place like rain, through sprinkler, water will be available for the plant. Now let us see the natural vegetations. See, many times we visit some handicraft showrooms. There we see so many items, or some exhibitions. When we go for any exhibition, we see that so many items which are made by jute, or which are made by bamboos, furniture made by bamboos, baskets or lamp shades, like that we see so many things. These all are from the natural vegetations. The sari is made by natural silk. These all are part of natural vegetation. Some or the other way they are connected to the natural vegetation. Natural vegetation as well as wildlife that exists in the narrow zone or narrow layer of a contact between the lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere, that we call the biosphere. About this we learned in detail in 6th class. We learned in the biosphere living beings are interrelated and interdependent on each other. Each of the animal and plant, they are interdependent. This supporting life supporting system, that is known as the ecosystem. Plants provide us with the timber, give shelter to animals, and also provides oxygen we breathe. It protects the soil from erosion. It also gives shelter beds. We know that shelter beds are good for preventing the soil erosion. The natural vegetation, that is without human aid, the vegetation or the plants and the trees which grow naturally, they belongs to the natural vegetation. The wildlife includes birds, insects as well as the aquatic life forms. They provide us milk, meat and honey. Because of too much of use of fertilizers and chemicals, many of these birds are getting extinct. A study that proved that vultures in the Indian subcontinent were dying of kidney failure shortly after scavenging livestock treated with the diclofenac, a painkiller that is similar to aspirin or ibuprofen. Means when we give medicines to the animals and when those animals are dead, these vultures which they eat them, they are also getting affected. Due to that, the number of vultures decrease. We know that it is almost like we cannot see nowadays vultures. Many of the wild animals are hunted by people either for the valuable things like horns or nails or skin. Animal poaching, that is against the law, and there are so many organizations which are working for protecting the animal rights. But still, we hear news regarding cruelty towards animals, as well as we read news regarding people are hunting animals either for fun or for making money out of them. Many countries are having law to protect. India is also having law. Strict law is there to protect the wildlife. Among the natural vegetation, that is, forests are classified into evergreen and deciduous depending on when they shed their leaves. Evergreen forests do not shed their leaves at all. They are always green. These are some pictures of the evergreen forest. But deciduous forests shed their leaves in a particular season. And even when they shed their leaves, that helps in conserve the loss of moisture through transpiration, because on the soil the leaves will act as a shield. Forests are also further classified into tropical or temperature based on their location in different latitudes. There is also deforestation, one way by cutting the trees, another way by people are encroaching the forest land. To protect this wildlife as well as forests, awareness programs like social forestry and One Mahotsav, these are of great help. More than that, we ourselves need to be aware. We need to take care of our natural resources, whether it is land, soil, or water, natural vegetation, or animals. We need to conserve, we need to protect it. It is our prime duty. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.